Hi, today I'll be looking at the Ulm School of Design, or HFG. The Ulm School of Design, or HFG, gained international recognition by emphasizing the holistic, multidisciplinary context of design beyond the contemporary Bauhaus approach of integrating art, craft, and technology in the 1950s. In 1943, Hans and Sophie Schull, two young students from the South German town of Ulm, were arrested while distributing leaflets at Munich University urging active resistance to fascism, where they were executed soon after their arrest. The Schull Foundation was then created in 1950 by Anne Schull in memory of their siblings Sophie and Hans Schull. The school began operating the new college in 1953 with Max Bill as the leader, a former student at the Bauhaus. The intellectual foundations of society were seriously damaged after World War II in Germany. The school wanted to design society, but precisely they wanted to assist in creating the conditions in which a peaceful, democratic, and free society could arise in Germany. They sought to emphasize analytic methods encompassing sociological, economic, psychological, and physiological consideration. During the post-war period, German social values appeared questionable because they had failed to give people the strength to resist the Nazis. This opportunity for a completely new start was referred by the school as 0 hour. This became the basis for approaching questions of how the world should be shaped. What does design have to do for people to resist the temptation of an inhumane regime, and so that anything like the Nazis era can never happen again? The teaching was based on a curriculum covering 4 years. The first academic year was devoted to the basic course. The purpose of the basic course was not only to bring the knowledge of students with highly different educational backgrounds onto a uniform level. Over and above that, the first aim was to prepare the students for the work in the departments for the second year onwards, especially in terms of method, which featured exercises in colour and form, intentionally removed from any practical applications, which emphasized on theoretical, scientific, and also cultural historical components, topics far removed from formal aesthetic tasks. In 1961, the Common Foundation course was replaced by first-year courses specific to each department, which are Industrial Design, Visual Communication, Industrialized Building, and Information. During the 13 years of the school's life, up to the closure of autumn 1968, the school passed through several clearly discernible phases. The first phase is the Bill era in 1955. During this phase, the school was nearest to the new Bauhaus of its contemporary, stood for a high priority in aesthetic or form-giving component in design. In March 1956, the direction of the HFG was transferred to a rectoral board, where the school emphasizes on science, the investigation of new areas of knowledge that might inform the process of design. From about the 1960s, a new phase can be discerned where the teaching faculty is split into opposing methodologists and practical designers. The school began to move towards its final crisis in 1967 with renewed demands for incorporation into the land educational system and with an end to the financial support of the federal government.